Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, March 31st, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Man, what a great weekend for the film festival. Hopefully you got out and caught a flick or two. My two favorites were 10 Times Better, which was a short, and Checkpoint Zoo. As for your OMG fact for the day, let's make this one a quiz. If you can be the first person to tell me how many ridges a dime has on the circumference, you're going to score a pair of tickets to see the Bay Bridge Boat Show, which runs April 11th through the 13th. Anyhow, let's get into the news, shall we? 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with a multi-state theft ring targeting luxury fragrances, stealing nearly $190,000 worth of products. Authorities say the group hit Ulta stores in Maryland, Virginia, and Pennsylvania, stealing the high-end perfumes. They hit the one here in the Harbor Center for almost $100,000 worth of smash-and-grab daylight robberies. In a separate incident, the Annapolis Police Department is investigating a rash of thefts in West Annapolis, and residents are being urged to remain vigilant following that string of overnight vehicle break-ins. Police reported that several unlocked cars were targeted, resulting in stolen valuables. APD does encourage residents to make sure that their vehicles are locked and report any suspicious activity. The Chesapeake Bay Sox, and I really need to get used to saying that, broke ground on major renovations at Prince George's Stadium. The upgrades will include a new video scoreboard, expanded seating options, and improved player facilities. These enhancements are all part of a broader effort to meet Major League Baseball's updated facility standards. Team officials say that the improvements will provide a better experience for both players and fans, with construction expected to be completed in phases over the next 2 years. Opening day is April 8th. A new 55-plus residential community called Everly Annapolis is planned for the Annapolis Town Center. The luxury development will offer 160 apartments with resort-style amenities, including a pool, fitness center, and on-site dining. It's designed to offer an active lifestyle for older adults, and community will also host social events and provide concierge services. Developers do say that Everly Annapolis is expected to open by mid-2026, and if you're wondering where they're going to shoehorn that in, it's going into the spot where a parking lot adjacent to J. Alexander's currently is, much to the chagrin of all of the business tenants that are above J. Alexander's. Timber Pizza Company, a growing Washington, D.C.-based pizza chain, is going to open its second Maryland location in Edgewater at the market at South River Colony Shopping Center. Co-founder Chris Brady, who is an Annapolis native, said the new 2,100-square-foot restaurant is going to feature the same wood-fired pizzas, salads, and empanadas as the company's other locations, along with a selection of cocktails, wine, and local beer. Timber Pizza first entered the Maryland market with its Annapolis restaurant right here on West Street, which Brady said has seen a strong community support and yummy pizza. The Edgewater location is part of the company's franchise expansion, with additional Maryland spots planned, including a potential Baltimore area location, which is currently under consideration. On Friday on Canines and Crosstreks, we met S'mores, who was our guest, and he is a very cool-looking, very chill 2-year-old Frenchie, just looking for a forever home. And of course, we had some Subaru news as well. If you missed it, you do want to give that a listen. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we sat down with Art Dandridge of Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, who really specializes in caring for our older family members in their homes. And I also noticed that they were a sponsor of the Annapolis Film Fest this year as well. Okay, that's a wrap. First off, thank you, as always, for listening and sharing. And a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, both the Bay Bridge and the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Shows, and Macmedics. And Covington from CovingtonAlsina is here with your Monday Money Report, so you want to stick around for that. And your local Anne Arundel weather report is back as well. All that's coming your way in less than a minute.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming. And determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive. And it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel County. Let's dive right into your local weather for today and the next few days. Today, we've got a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures warming up to about 72 degrees. South winds will keep things breezy at 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 20. By tonight, the clouds will thicken up and bring the rain about 6 p.m. Lows will dip to about 60 degrees, so maybe crack a window, but keep that umbrella nearby. Tomorrow, showers will continue overnight and greet you in the morning, and by afternoon, we could see some thunderstorms rolling in. Highs will hover about 60 degrees, but watch out for those gusty winds up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, showers and storms are out of here, with lows cooling down to about 45. Wednesday, you can say goodbye to the storms and hello to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will settle in at a cooler but comfortable 59 degrees. Winds will ease up, making it a great day for a walk or maybe some spring cleaning outside. Looking ahead, expect a mix of sun and clouds throughout the end of the week with highs hovering in the 60s and lows in the 40s. There is a slight chance of showers here and there, but nothing too dramatic. Let's call it a keep your jacket handy kind of a week. Looking to Saturday, which is a big day for croquet and the Wing Festival up at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. So far, it looks pretty decent, cloudy, and highs about 60 degrees. That's your weather update, Anne Arundel. Whether you're dodging raindrops or soaking up the sun, stay safe and enjoy the week ahead.
This April, the Chesapeake Bay Area is the ultimate destination for boating enthusiasts. Join us for 2 spectacular events that kick off the 2025 boating season. First up is the Bay Bridge Boat Show at Safe Harbor Narrows Point, back with an all-new location, April 11th through the 13th in Graysonville, Maryland. Explore an impressive array of powerboats, from fishing vessels and trawlers to pontoon boats and luxury cruisers. Enjoy on-site parking, delectable food and beer stations, and live entertainment, all set against the stunning backdrop of the Chesapeake Bay. Then from April 25th through the 27th, head to historic downtown Annapolis for the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show. Discover new and brokered sailboats, including catamarans, monohulls, family cruisers, day sailors, and inflatables. Meet with boating clubs and charter companies, shop for the latest gear and equipment, and celebrate the new season with fellow sailors and marine pros. With live entertainment, seminars, and a festive tasting tent, there's something for everyone. These are can't-miss events, and you can skip the line by getting your tickets right now online. You can get them at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. That's AnnapolisBoatShows.com. We'll see you on the docks. You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The S&P 500 was down over 2% last week as investors weighed the impact of tariffs. More worrisome is that companies are projecting decreased earnings as consumer spending declines. Stock prices are essentially the current price we pay for future expected earnings. So if companies say they expect to earn less in the next few months, we would expect stock prices to fall. Remember, though, that if you are working, a drop in the market is a good thing. It allows you to buy more shares for the same amount of money invested. For retirees, this is a good time to review your portfolio and make sure it's aligned with your income needs. There's a behavioral finance bias called loss aversion that comes into play when the market drops. Simply put, we feel losses more than we do gains, and we remember them longer. Think about the drop in the market in 2008 to 2009. That was a 53% drop in about 16 months. It's a visceral feeling. Now consider 2023 to 2024, when the market was up over 50%. Whatever joy that created wasn't turned into a core memory the way the financial crisis was. Brain imaging confirms that monetary losses are felt more strongly than gains. The problem with loss aversion is when we fail to take time into account. As I explained a few weeks ago, The S&P 500 has a strong winning track record over long periods of time. The S&P 500 has only had 2 times in history when it had a losing 10-year period, the Great Depression and the 2008-09 financial crisis. If you have a long time until retirement, but fall to the loss aversion bias, you may invest very conservatively, and your retirement accounts fail to grow. Loss aversion may also cause you to sell at the bottom instead of patiently waiting for markets to recover, or better yet, investing more when prices are low. There are more behavioral finance biases that can impact your long-term financial plan. Some are logical, and your financial advisor can provide education to help you overcome these. Some are emotional, and if education is not enough, your advisor may need to account for them in your long-term plan. Either way, becoming aware of these biases and accounting for them in your plan can make a significant difference. Your action item this week is to check your homeowner's insurance policy. Make certain that you have sewer and septic backup coverage. It's considered an endorsement or add-on to your policy. This Thursday is part 1 of a 2-part webinar series to help federal employees update their resumes and LinkedIn profiles. Check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to see our other upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only and is not intended to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments are all risks unless otherwise stated and are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, Annapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.